Hello students, welcome back to the channel. In today's lecture, we are going to explore one of the most fundamental topic in chemistry, that is the states of matter. So stay focused till the end. This topic is very important for Sept. So now coming to the first question. RMS velocity of oxygen molecule at 27 degrees Celsius is around 800 meters per second. The RMS velocity of methane molecule at 600 Kelvin temperature is around. So here two molecules they given, that is the oxygen molecule and one more is a methane molecule. One is a oxygen molecule, so oxygen formula, that is the O2, and methane molecule, that is the CH4. So CH4 molecule. Now RMS velocity we are represented by URMS, that is how much they given. RMS velocity of oxygen they given, that is the 800 meters per second. Next, oxygen temperature also they given, so temperature equal to 27 degrees Celsius. So this one converted into Kelvin square, so you have to add the 273, so then you will get the 300 Kelvin. So this is the temperature of oxygen. Next, CH4, the RMS velocity of methane molecule is, so they are asking the URMS of methane they are asking. Next, temperature how much they given, that is the 600 Kelvin. So temperature they given in the Kelvin only, so no need to convert. Next, so now URMS formula already we know, that is URMS equal to root over 3 RT by M, 3 RT by M. So this is the URMS formula. So now here 3 is the constant and R is also constant, so leave it about that. So URMS is directly proportional to root over temperature by molecular mass. So URMS of O2 and URMS comparison if you done, then URMS of CH4 is equal to, that is root over T1 by M1 into M2 by T1. Here T1 M1 means that is about the oxygen. T2 M2 means that is the methane. Sorry, this is M2 by T2. This is. So now URMS of O2 by URMS of CH4, that is how much URMS of O2 they given 800. So substitute that 800 by URMS of CH4 equal to, value substitute, T1 means that is the temperature of oxygen, that is 300 Kelvin. So 300 by M1 means mass of oxygen. So mass of oxygen how much, that is the O2, one oxygen is the 16, so this is the 32. So mass of oxygen is the 32 into M2 means mass of CH4. So M2 how much, that is CH4 mean, that is the carbon 12 plus 4 hydrogens, that is the 16. So M2 is the 16 and temperature T2 is the CH4 temperature, that is the 600 Kelvin. So this is the values totally we substituted, then cancel it, 300 ones, 300 twos, and 16 ones, 16 twos. So 1 by, this is root over 1 by 4. So root over 1 by 4 means that is that value how much, that is the 1 by 2. So here 800 by URMS of CH4. So RMS velocity of CH4. So now do the crisscross. So 800 into 2, then URMS of CH4 equal to 800 into 2, that is the 1600 meters per second. So this is the answer for this question. So here the given oxygen URMS they are given, and CH4 RMS value they are asking. Temperature values they given, and mass value we can calculate. O2 mass is the 32 and CH4 mass is the 16, and URMS formula is the root 3 RT by M. here 3 is the constant and R is also constant. So URMS is directly proportional to root over T by M. So now URMS of O2 and by URMS of CH4 if you done, then what you will get the formula T1 by M1 means T1 means this is the temperature of oxygen by mass of oxygen into mass of CH4 by temperature of CH4. So total values if you substituted, you will get the URMS of CH4 is the 1600 meters per second. So this is the first question. Now coming to the second question. 60 centimeters cube of SO2 gas is diffused through a porous membrane in X minutes. Under similar condition, 360 centimeter cube of another gas, the gas molar mass 4 grams per mole, diffused in Y minutes. So the ratio of X and Y. So this is the question. Now, two gases the given. One is the SO2 gas. Another gas we don't know. They given another gas only, but they didn't say what is the gas. So another gas, so write down another gas like this gas only. So now given information SO2 60 centimeter cube they are given. So 60 centimeter cube means what is that? Volume equal to 60 centimeter cube. Centimeter cube, 1 centimeter cube equal to 1 milliliter. So 60 ml they given. So volume of SO2 is the 60 ml and diffused through a porous membrane in X minutes. So time they given how much, that is the X minutes. X minutes they given. Next, under similar conditions, 360 centimeter cube. So another gas volume how much they given? 360 ml they given. 360 ml they given. Next, molar mass means molar mass, molecular weight they given, that is the 4 grams per mole they given. So molar weight they given already. Next, diffused in Y minutes. So time equal to how much they given? Y minutes they given. So now what they're asking, X is to Y means what is that? Time, SO2 time and another gas time ratio they're asking. So X is to Y equal to question mark. So this is the given information. Now how to do this formula means, we know the formulas. Rate equal to volume by time. Rate equal to volume by time. So this is one we know. And next one, R1 by R2 means rate of first gas by rate of second gas equal to root over M2 by M1. Why? Because the rate is inversely proportional to mass, molar mass. So R1 by R2 equal to root over M2 by M1. So here, based on this formula, R equal to volume by time, then what you can write? R1 by R2 equal to R1 by R2 equal to R1 means what is that? V1 by T1 by R2 means V2 by T2, reciprocal to it, then T2 by V2 will come. So this is the R1 by R2 value. This is also R1 by R2. So both you have to equal. Then V1 by T1 into T2 by V2 equals to root over M2 by M2 by M1. So here once means that is the first gas information, and second twos means that is the second gas. So V1 means volume of SO2, T1 means time of SO2, and M1 means that is the mass of SO2, how much, that is the M1 equal to mass of SO2, 1 sulfur 32 and 2 oxygens 32. So totally mass of sulfur dioxide, that is the 64 gram. So now substitute V1 how much, that is the volume of SO2 60 by T1 X minutes into T2 is the another gas time, that is the Y minutes by V2 is the 360 ml they given, equals to root over M2 means that is the second gas mass they given, the molar mass they given 4 by M1 means SO2 mass, that is how much, that is the 64. So these are the values. Now cancel it, 6 4 ones 4 16. So 1 by root over 1 by 16, what is the value? 1 by root 16 means that is the 4. So 1 by 4. So now they are asking x is to y. So here cancel it, 61 to 66. So now x is to here, if you turn the 6 that side, then y by x will come. So this x and y turn that side, that and 4 turn this side. So 4 turn that side, 4 by 6 equals to this x and y turn that side. X is in denominator, so it is going in numerator, and y is in numerator, so that is coming in the denominator. So x by y equal to what is the value? 4 by 6. 4 by 6 means 2 2s, so 2 3s. So x is to y equal to, what is the ratio? That is the 2 is to 3. So this is the second question answer. So here what they given means two gases they given. One is the SO2 and another gas. What is the gas? They didn't given, but that gas molar mass they given 4 grams per mole, and volume also 360 ml they given, time y minutes, and SO2 volume 60 ml, it is diffused in x minutes. Then what is the molar mass? Already we can calculate. Then what is the x is to y? So based on the rate of reactions we can calculate the like this. Already we know one formula, rate equal to volume by time. One more formula, rate is inversely proportional to mass. So R1 by R2 equal to root over M2 by M1. Here R1 by R2 equal to V1 by T1 into T2 by V2. So this is R1 by R2 value. This is also R1 by R2 value. Then both will be equal. So total values if you substituted, you will get x is to y equal to 2 is to 3. So this is the second question. Now coming to the third question. What is the kinetic energy in joule per mole of 1 mole of an ideal gas? Molar mass is 0.1 kg per mole if its RMS velocity is 4 into 10 power 2 meters per second at T Kelvin the given. So this is the question. Now what is the kinetic energy? So they are asking about kinetic energy. Kinetic energy how much? 1 mole of an ideal gas means moles equal to 1. Next, molar mass. Molar mass means that is the M equal to how much they are given? 0.1 kg per mole they given. Kg per mole. So this is the mass they given. Next, RMS velocity means U RMS also. U equal to how much they given? 4 into 10 square meters per second. So this is the u RMS velocity also they given. So now they are asking the kinetic energy. So kinetic energy already we know the formula. So kinetic energy equal to half m v square, half mv square, that is the formula. Now substitute the value, half into mass how much they given? 0.1 into volume, sorry, velocity how much they given? 4 into 10 square, volume square, so keep the square. So now half into 0.1, so square do it. 4 square is the 16 into 10 square whole square means that is the 10 power 4. So now cancel it, 2 ones, so 2 eights. So 0.8 into 10 power 4 means that is the 10 cube. So total value kinetic energy equal to how much? That is 8 into 10 cube. 8 into 10 cube. So now if you are observe the units, they are asking kinetic energy in the joules. So now observe the units. Here a half into mass units they given, half mv square, units of joule. Mass units they given kg per mole, and velocity units meters per second they given. So square means that is the meter square by